One day, you might see me in a whole new way. One day, but still I see that I'm the same OJ. One day, you might.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin. Coming back with another one, man. Y'all already know the Most High done woke us up this morning. Let's take this opportunity to be great, you know what I'm saying? But let me show y'all what it looked like, man, on this lovely Monday fun day, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the gig, I'm at work, you know what I'm saying? Just pulled up. But either way, it's a beautiful day, man. Either way, it's a beautiful day. If you up, I want you to understand that you winning. Y'all see the sun over there? You know what I mean? I'll be in the Rose Garden later, but I just want to holler at y'all real quick, man, because on my way to work, man, they playing Britney Spears' Toxic song, and, the lyrics go, I'm addicted to you, but I know that you toxic, you know what I mean? And that's a lot of things out here. First of all, it's a lot of toxic shit that we tend to gravitate towards. You know what I mean? No matter if it's things that we watching, people that we around, bruh, shit that we eat, bruh. A lot of that shit that tastes so good, that looks so good, that feels so good, be the most toxic shit. And we gotta find a way to detach from some of that shit. Because I know, you know what I mean? It's no different from drugs and alcohol. You know what I mean? Alcohol tastes nasty as fuck, but it make you feel good. It make you feel good. Some of these women that we tend to gravitate towards and chase that got the nice bodies, you know what I mean? That got all of the features, everything that you want, got the beautiful looks, bro. A lot of those chicks be toxic as fuck. You know what I mean? But that's what we want. And when you have no control, you just gonna go after what you want. Because you're not thinking about your peace. You're not thinking about your energy. You're not thinking about, the personality of that female. You're not thinking about the heart of that female. You're not thinking about the energy of that female. And we gotta change that shit, bro, because a lot of this shit we was just programmed to go after. A lot of it we go after the shit that they put in our face, and we being programmed to think that that's what we need to do. So we need to go out of our way to get these chicks that be toxic as fuck. Just because they got the looks, just because they women, just because they got vaginas, just because they got big asses and titties and all of that shit, bro. Because that's what we see in the music industry. That's what we see with these celebrities. That's what we see in pornography and all of that shit. That's what we see on these platforms. Beautiful women. So we tend to gravitate towards that. And a lot of it is just our instincts. You know what I mean? God created beautiful women, and the Most High gave them things that we are attracted to. The Most High, man, gave them breasts. We attracted to breasts. Gave them these bodies. We attracted to that. These beautiful looks, this long hair that they have. We attracted to that. You know what I mean? But you really do have to get to know these females, bro, inside out before you go to that. Because a lot of these females, especially these modern day females, they toxic as hell. They look good. They got all of that shit that tell you to go after that, bro. But listen, a lot of times it's not even worth it. It's some toxic shit that look good, but I guarantee it don't taste good. I guarantee it ain't good for your energy. I guarantee it ain't good for your purpose. It ain't good for nothing that you have going, bro. You know what I mean? It won't compliment you in any type of way. So a lot of the shit that we, gravitate towards, a lot of it be toxic. The food that we eat, bro, they put so much shit in it, but it tastes so good. But it's toxic as fuck for your body. It's toxic as fuck for your mind. It's toxic as fuck for your health. It's toxic as fuck for your spirits, bro. Yeah, food fuck with your spirit. Depending on what you eat, bro, that will change your whole attitude in a negative way. You know what I mean? Because you got demons in the inside of a lot of these people that can't seem to shake their weight, because the demons in the inside of them is eating all of that food. You know what I mean? You ever ate a whole bunch of food, but you still don't feel full? That's because it's a demon inside of you that's consuming that. So you still feel like you just need to eat more, but you don't even know that you need to fast more. You know what I mean? And get that demon out of there. You need to fast more and drink more water to flush that fucking demon out of there, because the demon is feasting on those toxins. And meanwhile, you thinking that you're not full and steady consuming the food. You steady consuming the toxins. You steady consuming the chemicals. Even with the shit that we watch, bro. We watch a lot of toxic things. We want to see a lot of the drama on social media. We want to see a lot of the drama in these TV shows. But it's toxic as fuck. Toxic behavior. You know, a lot of these kids is picking up the shit that you may be watching from these reality shows and all of that shit. So it's time for us to detach from toxicity. Even with friends and family and people that's around that may be toxic, always talking about bullshit, never talking about elevation, never talking about spirituality or anything that's gonna elevate your mind, bro. You gotta get away from it. You gotta find a way to detach from that shit. Because listen, bro, we at one point in time, we feasted on toxic shit. My whole life was toxic. My whole life was toxic. From the drugs that I was doing, from the porn that I was watching, from the relationships that I was in, from the food that I was eating, bro. Everything was toxic. Everything about me was acidic. Like Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? And I could never cleanse myself. And then wondering why, you know, things was going the way it was going in my life. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why. A lot of us wonder why. Like, why can't I lose this weight? Why can't I ever find a decent relationship? You know, why don't things ever work out for me? You know what I'm saying? Why every time I go to the doctor is if it ain't one thing, it's another. You know what I'm saying? It's because all of the toxic shit that we taking in. So we gotta find a way to ditch that shit, bro, so we can elevate. That toxic shit and chemicals and all of that shit that we intake, that's what's been holding us back. That's what's been keeping us down. That's what's been keeping us down and out, bro, where we feeling like, yo, we losing hope out here. You know what I mean? We losing leverage out here. And that, a lot of the times, that's what push you back to that darkness, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be conscious of the shit that's going on, bro, because everything that tastes good ain't good for you. Everything that look good ain't good for you. Everything that you see, bro, and the people that you around that may feel good because you know it's drama that's going on around, bro. A lot of times, bro, we just be addicted to that shit because that's what we used to coming up around. A lot of that shit just be generational or how we was raised. If you was raised around nothing but gang banging, drug use, toxic behavior, you know what I mean? Maybe your parents and them was in bad relationships, or your aunties and them fighting, or whatever the case may be. You know, sometimes you inherit that behavior because that's what you saw, and then you normalize that in your mind. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, what they putting out, the energy that they putting out, the frequencies that they putting out, they trying to normalize this shit. That's why you got to be careful with what your kids watching as well, because they trying to normalize a lot of this funny shit, and they trying to flip your kid. They trying to flip your son. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They trying to flip your daughters. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's why they putting shit on Netflix and all of this shit. You got to be conscious of what your kids are watching. You got to be conscious of what you are watching. And if you got a girl, you damn near got to be conscious of what she's watching as well. Because people just get it fucked up. And they think that they just watching something, but it don't do nothing to them. Yes, it does. That shit get in your spirits because your eyes are the windows to your soul. So you don't even know that you being controlled by the shit that you watching. The food that you eating, the people that you around, bro, because those spirits is jumping from these motherfuckers and that shit is entering in you. The things that you are ingesting is entering in you. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just something that we need to pay attention to moving forward, bro. Moving forward. And stop being so naive out here and thinking that everything is BS. None of that is affecting us, bro. Because there's a lot of people getting ate up in that spiritual realm because they don't know much about it. And I'm learning more and more about this spiritual stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm keeping it 100 with y'all, letting y'all know that it's real. A lot of the times, bro, you don't wake up to shit until you start hearing about it. You know what I mean? You start doing more research about it, and then you will learn why you feel the way you feel. why you felt emotional in certain moments, why you eat the way you eat, why you attracted to so much toxic shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You start to learn about that shit, bro. And that's detrimental in these times, because when you see a lot of people acting out and doing the things that they doing and they don't know why they doing it, that's because them spirits eating their ass up. Them demons eating their ass up. You don't know what's on these motherfuckers. So you gotta be conscious of this shit. Otherwise, your ass could end up, being infiltrated like a lot of these people are. And they don't know what's wrong with them. Alright, so I just want to pass this message to y'all. My name Jason, and Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get